Isn't it nice here in Münster? We heard it's a growing city, and shame on me, I went to Munich last year. And but I realized in this year that I really miss Münster. So when I walk, you hear when you live in Münster all the time, best city to ride your bike, or won the LiveCom award for best livable communities. And you're like, I don't care, I live here, and it's normal for you. But when you go to another city, it's really amazing, and you bike down the promenade, and it's just fine. Or you just walk down the principal market, or go chilling at the A-Lake, and it's just nice. Yeah, and I really feel home here, but also those. And that's also Münster, and that. So how many of those you think live here in this most livable community? Just a number, quick. 500? More, less? Anyone? 2,000? 250, okay. So when we started our project in 2014, there were 714 people homeless. And 2015, there were 742 people homeless. And that's just the registered one. We got the idea, packing backpacks for the homeless, spreading them. And then we looked at that numbers and we're like, how is that going to change anything? But we continued. And what is in that backpack that could actually change this situation? What would you pack in that backpack if you were homeless tomorrow? It's not as surreal anymore as it sounds. So what would you put in that backpack? Water? You? Okay, nothing. You? Juice? Books? You? Quick, okay. No.
Blanket.
Sleeping bag. What?
Wardrobe.
Snacks? Toothbrush. Knife. So no mobile. Okay. Yeah, so that's basically, that are really good ones. Like the knife, we talked a lot about it because many people were like, oh, homeless people with knives. But as a homeless, you are like, the knife is the best thing in the world for you. And you can really use it. So we have towels, we have a scarf in winter, and we have a hat also there's a winter bag, so we have different ones. That is for shaving, which is also for women and for men really good. And really, I'm just telling. And we have shampoo, so hygiene products and other useful stuff. Is like college blocks or paper and pencil, which is making you capable to note something, which is pretty amazing for homeless people. And yeah, water, which is also a topic I want to talk about, and toilet paper. Yeah, so that is our bag. And this wasn't actually our idea. It was the idea of Camille Cantasi, who appeared in the news in 2014. And we watched that news and thought we have to go there. And we went to Hamburg, and yeah, we were overwhelmed. She did it as an act of solidarity and not as paternalism, like passing by, throwing 50 cents and finishing your shopping. It's a connection which is easily made. So we thought we have to make it in Münster. So we choose 4 days, Saturdays in Münster where the market is. And so it's easy for people to just drop their things when they're going to the market. And we were overwhelmed. There were so many people who supported us, who were interested in that, and who were carrying loads of things. And we were overexerted. We didn't know what to do with that stuff. We were like, our cellar was full, and it was just an act to actually move it. And so we were just standing before that, and we didn't know what to do. And yeah, that was the donation and the collection, but the distribution was the really, which wasn't really easy. We thought we just grab them and give it to the people, but as we walked out the first time, we didn't find any homeless people. We were like, where are they? We were looking for them, and I don't know why at that day there was nearly no one on the street. And we were like 3 guys carrying 7 backpacks, and we're looking for homeless people, and there was none. And then we finally found someone, and we started, and then we were like, oh, what I'm going to say? What is he going to say? And we were suddenly, I talked to homeless people before 2 years, and I was suddenly getting really nervous, and we were helpless as we were. We hid behind a bush, and we're solving out who's going to give it to him, and it was frightening to us. And as I walked down to him and talked to him for 45 minutes, and I actually want to hand it over, he was like, man, I told you, I live 20 years on the street. I think I'm getting along quite well. But thanks for the conversation. And at the end of the day, we had a lot of people who refused actually the bag. And I caught myself when I was in bed, and I was getting angry. Because I printed banners, I printed flyers, I did donations and stuff, and I just failed at reality. So that was our first project, and the second one is the homeless student mentoring program, which is inspired by my friendship to homeless people who had Parkinson and who was just shivering all the time, and it was quite difficult for him to just drink or eat or handle the coins he got. And when I was in the city, I just helped him a bit and got him the vitamin pills from across the street, because it was just a huge effort for him to pass across the street, which is not really difficult for me, actually, and just ask for vitamin pills. And I thought, you have to make a system out of that. Because I was really inspired by him, and it's getting you so much. It's amazing what stories they told you and tell you every day, and I thought it's an experience that you can share, both of them. And yeah, so that is our cellar, the old one and the new one. And that is our mentoring program. And yeah, we finally learned a lesson that at the end, there are a lot of people who will support you, but a lot of people also who won't, and who will put obstacles in your way, and who will just sit there and do nothing, and that is where the restart takes place. And our situation is now that we have a constant organization, and we spread over 100 bags and hugged 100 people, over 100 people with the bags, and giving them. And we connected to over 100 people. And we have an acceptance in Münster by the citizens, and we have a lot of acceptance by the homeless people, which is quite important. So we walk down in a homeless space, and it's like when you walk in someone else's house, and we're accepted. And that's really important for us. So we got there, and TED Talks usually end with a conclusion. So for me, there's a lot of cruelty in this world, poverty, hate, void in people, and always a question to me, why are those people homeless? And I forgot about that question, because I don't care. I don't insist asking my friends why they are how they are. I just accept them how they are. And I don't care. And they just went a different road, like the homeless people. And it's just different. It's not better or worse. And if I'm scared of that road, that's okay. And I can talk with them about how it is to be on that road. And if I connect with those people with a regard, and truly connect with myself and my need, and find that there are similar needs for love and shelter and self-expression, at the end of that road, there is a lot of joy, and that is my motto, and I think I want to spread that.